Kendrick Bourne has tested positive for COVID-19. And here's the situation. They don't know if other people have COVID-19 on the team. He's been put on the COVID-19 reserve. They're doing contact tracing to see who's he's been in contact with. They practiced last night. He was in the huddles. There's a possibility that other people are going to test positive tomorrow morning, the day of the game. And depending on how many people test positive, if they test positive, this game may or may not happen on time. It could get postponed. So my little wild card question for you guys is, do you think the 49ers are secretly hoping that this game gets postponed? Maverick.
Well, without Aaron, or if Aaron Jones doesn't play, I think the 49ers have a chance, and they are also going to be without Jamal Williams and A.J. Dillon. So if you're saying just because their personnel is injured and the Packers aren't as injured, I think the 49ers have a better chance tomorrow than they would Sunday if Aaron Jones would then be healthy. But overall, are we talking about if it should be postponed, or is
no? Just curious. It's an unanswerable question, but do you think the 49ers want the game to be postponed, and do you think they would benefit from it being postponed? Maybe that's a more answerable question. Would they benefit from a postponement of this game?
No, I think they're just going to run. I think they have to run the ball, and I think on Thursday Night Football, that's when you do run the ball. It's a short week, and physicality usually wins in that sense, and I think that's how the 49ers win, is if they run the ball a lot. JaMychal Hasty gets touches. Walter and Jerick McKinnon's tired legs get a couple touches. We'll see what happens.
Good answer.
I like how you threw that tired legs in there. So smooth. Exactly. But no, I don't think they really benefit anything from this, or if they would even want this to happen, because they're going to be without Aaron Jones, they're going to be without Jamal Adams, and they're going to be without their second-round rookie draft pick as well. So the 49ers aren't the only ones being affected by this, and we could argue that Aaron Jones getting more time to be out on the field is more important to the Packers than what Kendrick Bourne would be to get onto the field.
Yeah, I don't think they would want at this point to be postponed. It really just depends on who else tests positive. But assuming it's like, oh, it's just Kendrick Bourne, no one else really got tested positive for it. Because exactly for the notes you guys mentioned, Aaron Jones, man, that is a big time return for them, especially without no Jamal Williams, who already had their own COVID case of their own. So I think, yeah, exactly what Maverick hit on the head. Just keep running the football and then setting up Nick Mullins in a perfect position to where he's actually going to take advantage of those receivers, well, the two receivers that are going to have active tomorrow if it does go on, that he will be open and hit it, unlike Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, I think the 49ers want this game to be played tomorrow. And the reason for it is because the Packers are coming off of 2 losses. They're having to make this trip on a short week after losing. And I really think this sets up well for the 49ers. So I think they really want to get this game in if they can.
That's interesting, because when I posed this question, I was thinking like, well, no Kendrick Bourne. I mean, no Dante Pettis. They're coming off 2 road trips. The Niners must be exhausted too. They're beat up. They don't even have a starting flanker right now on the roster. It would make sense. It might, if they could just postpone the game entirely and have a little bye week now and then play in New Orleans and have a second bye week, I think they would take it. I mean, maybe the coaches are thinking, we got them where we want this game. But the players, I'm thinking the players are like, please, I don't want to play Thursday Night Football. Players don't want to play Thursday Night Football anyway. But if you could see like, hey, we might get a bye week, I would be into that. But I don't have the football players' temperament anyway. These guys are crazy. Maybe they really do want to play football. And you guys all made great arguments for why the Niners this sets up well for them now. I mean, Thursday night game where the road team has to travel cross country. Usually they make these Thursday night games like close, like Niners and Raiders, Niners and Seahawks. It's tough. So you guys kind of swayed me on that one. But I bet you if the game gets postponed, a few players are going to be like, yes.